Martin Roberts, 59, took to Twitter earlier today to share an emotional display of support as he returned to screens. The home renovation expert was back for new episodes of Homes Under the Hammer this week after he was rushed into surgery last spring following a serious health scare. Looking grateful, Martin said, "The first property I filmed after my health scare went out on the show yesterday, and if you remember, the shirt was the nearest thing I had to a bunch of flowers to wear to say, thank you for all your kind words and support during that time. It meant the world," he added. Martin went on to discuss his condition as he shared, "As a special message for you if you were with me through that whole period in April last year when I had my terrible health scare. Just to let you know, I think it was yesterday's program I filmed after I went back to work, where I wore a very bright shirt as a way of saying thank you for all your support. It was the closest thing I had to a bunch of flowers, but you remember the Twitter post I did at that time where I said thank you? Well, the show went out yesterday, so you can actually see what I was doing on that day. It just reminded me how much your help got me through that terrible time," he said while holding back tears. The Homes Under the Hammer presenter was hospitalized last year with chest pains that he mistook for long COVID, but learned he was suffering from pericardial effusion, which is a buildup of fluid in the structure around the heart. Speaking on This Morning last year, Martin admitted that the dramatic health scare has pushed him to readjust his busy work schedule. Detailing his health scare, Martin told Philip Schofield and Rochelle Humes he'd suffered from chest pains for several weeks, but simply assumed it was long COVID. He said, "I'd been feeling a bit poorly, under the weather for a couple of weeks. I've had a few chest infections over the last few years and I've had asthma since childhood, so I'm used to quite a tight chest." As it approached the Easter bank holiday weekend, "It was starting to get really bad where I could hardly walk without struggling for breath." He added, "The confusing thing about this, it's a bit of a red herring, is that it gets you in the breathing side of things, so you don't think it's something to do with your heart. You think, it must be something to do with my chest. Then it's the dangerous thing of playing Google Doctor. It looked like it could have been the symptoms for long COVID, real lethargy, a tightness in the chest, pain in the chest, difficulty breathing, so you pause it and by the time it got to just after the bank holiday weekend, I was starting to be delirious, putting letters the wrong way round. I said to Kirsty, we've got to go to hospital." Pericardial effusion causes excess fluid to clog up the sac surrounding the heart, known as the pericardium. Symptoms can include shortness of breath, chest pains, discomfort when breathing, feeling lightheaded or swelling in the abdomen or legs. While the condition can be treated with medication, in severe cases doctors may perform surgery to drain the excess fluid. Martin explained that he required surgery because the fluid buildup had placed so much strain on his heart, causing organ failure. Homes Under the Hammer airs weekdays on BBC One at 11:15 a.m.